Go to Gaza.
Why should I go to Gaza?
You're killed. You're dying.
You want me to die?
You must die.
Why should I die?
You know why.
Alexandra for Ribbon News here in Montreal, and probably a lot of you saw my interview with the brother-in-law of the Jewish father who got beat up in front of his 3 children here in this park at Dickey Moore Park. But today I'm speaking with another member of the Jewish community. Why? Because those kind of incidents where we are seeing harassment, threats, or same physical assault, it's not just one-time incident. This is happening often here in Montreal. This man decided to come forward to tell his story. We kept his identity under confidentiality, and now we are inviting you to listen to him.
Where should I go? Say it again.
Fuck you.
Where should I go?
Go to Gaza.
Why should I go to Gaza? Can you answer me why should I go to Gaza?
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm someone It was around 12 a.m. Wednesday when I approached the intersection of Park Avenue and Bernard, waiting for my turn on Bernard, a right turn to Bernard from Park Avenue. It was red. Now, I saw this couple or this guy was standing in the bus stop over there at the corner. The female was wearing whatever it's called, like the Muslim dress. So I said, you know what, I won't go completely until the intersection. I will wait a bit before until it gets green so I don't get too close to them. We shouldn't go into if there's any arguments or anything. And then, so I was waiting over there with my blinkers on, of course, to take a right when this guy started to scream. It was actually the man. The female was standing aside, and when he started to scream, she even took her steps away more. So he started screaming. So what I did is I rolled until the intersection, until the corner, and I rolled out the window and I started filming, asking him. Basically, I heard him screaming, "Go to Gaza." So I started filming and asking him very politely, "Why should I go to Gaza? Why do I need to go to Gaza?" And then he repeatedly said, "Go to Gaza, you know why? You're a killer, you're a triple killer, you need to die, you need to kill," and this and that. Different harassment statements and threats. Now, as long as he didn't, when he said go to Gaza or when he said anything else, I was like, okay, that's normal, that's today, it's a normal. Unfortunately, sadly, this became a norm. So I was like, I wasn't that, okay, it's all good.
You're a dog.
Why?
Triple dog.
Why?
You know why.
Why?
You know why.
Because I'm wearing this?
Go to hell.
Because I'm wearing this?
Go to hell. Move.
Because I'm wearing this?
Move. That's what you want?
I want to know why you told me to go to Gaza.
Shut up. Shut up.
Why should I shut up?
You're killed. You're dying.
You want me to die?
You must die.
Why should I die?
You know why.
Why?
You know why.
No, I don't.
You're a killer.
I'm a killer?
A triple killer.
Why?
Move.
Why am I a killer?
You're disturbing us.
Why am I a killer?
You know why.
Why?
You know why.
Why? But then when he started to say the threats of you need to die or you're a killer, that's when I backed off. I did reverse, and I called 911, telling them the story that someone harassed me and whatever, saying threats. I went to park my car in my parking, and I came back, and then this woman that you can see on the video in the beginning, wearing this Muslim dress, approached me saying that she is not with him, she's not a couple with him, she's by herself and she has nothing to do with him. She was trying to tell him that he did something bad and blah blah blah. I said I all respect. I didn't raise my voice. I said I all respect and everything. I respect you as you are. I respect even him. And I don't mind if he says something. Okay, I will ignore it. But if he starts to say threat words, threat statements, this is something that is unacceptable. For me personally, I'm not afraid, but it can be offensive for other people. And I don't know what he can do in the future when he will get more, if that's what he says at night, maybe when he's more, higher or anything else, he might do something physical.
You must move.
Why should I move?
Move.
Why do I need to move?
Très bien.
You tell me that I need to die?
Quand tu apprendras le français, on va se parler.
Je parle en français.
Oui, non.
Je parle en français, oui.
C'est bon, continue à déconner.
C'est quoi le problème? Que je parle pas l'arabe?
Continue à déconner.
So I'm calling the cops and let them do what they need to do. That's it. I respect everybody and I don't have anything against anybody. Then when he heard this, that basically police is on the way, he right away jumped onto the street and stopped a taxi and started going into the taxi. So I approached the taxi and very politely, very calmly, I told the taxi driver, look, this guy did something bad. Police is on the way. You can do whatever you want since you're a taxi. You don't need to be any whatever. I'm just telling you that if police pulls you over, you should know why it is. I took a picture of your car, of your plate and everything. Whatever, we're waiting for the police. But you can do whatever you want. This taxi driver answered. I'm just a driver, I'll do whatever I want. And he took him in the car and he just pressed gas, leaving on quite high speed. 30 seconds later, after he left, police showed up. I told them, they were like, yeah, that's not accepted and this and that. So they took the information. They took a picture, my picture that I took from the taxi. They asked me the directions they're going to try to locate. And they gave me a call ID, a card, whatever, that I should, with the email address where I should send the video evidence from this incident. And that was about it.
And since then, did you heard anything back from the police or the investigation? Did they found someone?
So the truth is, I wasn't really that concerned, like that I need to hear back anything. It was more the part of reporting it. So basically, it's in their file, so they have, in case if something else happens to this guy, with this guy, or whatever, it's filed somewhere, it's stored somewhere, so they have the knowledge. I did my part. Me personally, I'm not a guy that feels that is afraid walking in the streets at night or so. I feel I can defend myself, kind of. So, but I felt for the community, for the other people, this one shouldn't happen again, and it should be reported. That's why I called the police and made sure it's been reported.
For the people who don't know, how often those kind of incident is happening here in the Jewish community? Because you probably speak with other members of the community.
Quite a lot since October 7, 2023, the invasion from Hamas, that we keep on hearing this Free Palestine screaming on people in the community. Quite often, Free Palestine, these kind of stuff, but not really threat words. Me personally, it was the first time actually that I got screamed on, like, you need to die or any threats. Mm-hmm. But Free Palestine I got quite often, yes.
Do you feel that it's increasing the insecurity that the Jewish community are experiencing? Do you feel that there is a recent increase?
So definitely there is an increase in a lot of kind of stuff. It's a cause of multiple, in my opinion. I'm not the biggest politician or the biggest, but in my opinion, it's the part of the liberal part which causes certain things, escalations to happen in Montreal, in Canada, in Montreal especially. This is something that you keep on hearing from everyone that knows about Montreal or about Canada, that things are escalating. I think less that the police is the one that is the blame, because the police, unfortunately, the only thing they can do is do the arrest maximum, but they have their headquarters and court or whatever it is. The laws are very, very loose and liberalized, kind of. So basically, they do their part, and then they just this guy reaches the streets back in just 1 or 2 days with no problem. I actually had recently speak with one of the officers. I'm someone that is a lot on the streets and a lot of kind of scenes. I had a talk with one of the police officers, and he told me one of his trickiest parts as an officer, even though sometimes he's risking his life, or that's not his trickiest part. His trickiest part is probably the part that when he's getting called and he needs to do an investigation, working hours and hours on paperwork, following cameras, trying to do everything, and day and night, and finally he gets to get the guy, and after hours of work, actually board work, let's call it that way, and after 2 days he receives a call, and he responds, and he sees the same guy that he was working hours and hours to get him back on the streets. That's his trickiest part, and that's the part that I feel is the mostly escalating, more than the part of just the officers. The individual officers are a lot nice officers. There are some that can use adjustments. The bigger headquarters from the police are also quite nice with the community, quite cooperating, in my opinion. But it's of course the government and all these the bigger ones.
Because you explained to me that you were not supposed to go out publicly about what happened to you, but when you saw what happened to this father in front of his children, you decided to go forward and to tell your story. Why?
Because I felt that I did my part. It was late in the night, 12, 1 o'clock in the night. Okay, this could be a crazy guy or whatever. It's still not justified what he said. But, I'll report it. I'll do my part. I'll give it over for the police. They should do whatever they need to do. I don't even need that much of follow-up, because we can debate if it was a real threat, because he didn't say that he will kill me. He said, I need to die. So we can now go in and debate. But once I saw that things are happening in public, basically things are really escalating, I said, you know what? Yeah, it's time to come out in public and stop to hide all the stories. And people, they don't know. They say, oh, Montreal is good. Montreal, no anti-Semitism, no nothing happens. And if father gets beaten up by his kid in front of his kids, then it's okay, because it was just a regular fight. It wasn't anything anti-Semitic or whatever. But when you see the last few seconds of this video, this guy throwing, after gathering all his groceries, throwing the kippah in the water, then you know that this whole 20-second video was based on that last throw of the kippah. And all these statements, by trying to say, oh, we're still investigating, maybe this, maybe we don't know what's the first part of the video, and we don't know this, and we don't know. That's what I'm trying to say, is basically that I felt that it's time to come out and prove in public that, yes, things are happening and things are escalating in Montreal. And in the community, most of the people, they don't like to come on camera, like me. There's most others, they don't like to come on camera in public, and that's why all the stories are being saved within the community, being kept within the community, and nothing is going out in public. But yeah, that's happening. Things are going on, things are escalating, and I think it's time to take some action.
Any message for the mayor of Montreal?
If it needs to be taken action, it should be taken action. She should come out very strongly and very powerful regarding this subject, and without letting it happen. Bottom line is basically that if this will happen, continue happening, it's for sure that it will be her blame, or because it's her responsibility to avoid it.
At Rebel News, we believe that if someone is here in Canada, is not a Canadian citizen, and is out on the street calling for the death of Jews or calling for intifada and committing crimes or vandalism, this person should be deported back in their country. So if you agree with us, go and sign our petition at deportamos.com right now.